A nice cold beer, thinking, oh, what a relaxing evening. And then boom. And then I kept thinking it's going to stop.
Yeah.
And then it didn't.
It rumbled on for 10
It did.
seconds, I think, which is kind of long for an earthquake.
Right.
It was initially a 5.1, downgraded to 4.9, and then there were a lot of aftershocks. I counted 6 threes, 12 twos, and over 131. So it was a busy, busy night. Through this early morning, we still had rumbles, too. You can see all the magnitude 3s on the side there next to that 4.9 initial earthquake yesterday. Late afternoon.
Did you actually feel the aftershocks? I didn't feel any.
No, I didn't feel any.
You didn't feel any.
But I felt the initial one. I was out with my family who's in town from Wisconsin.
Oh, great.
And they experienced their very first earthquake at Bill's Pizza in Palm Springs. And because I kind of know what it feels like, a second into it I yelled, "Earthquake!" in the restaurant. Yeah.
And did everybody get out of their seats, or
no,
did they
people just kind of
or under the
looked
table?
Around. No. No, they just started eating their pizzas after.
Did they? They were like, thank goodness that's over.
Seconds after that, yeah. But interesting experience.
Right, absolutely. Okay, we'll check in with you with the forecast for today in just a little bit.
You got it.
And let's talk a little bit more about that alarming earthquake that shook the Coachella Valley last night. The 4.9 magnitude quake happened just before 6 o'clock, and it was followed by 6 notable aftershocks, as Jerry mentioned. It was centered in Indio Hills, about 12 miles northeast of Indio. The city of Indio put out a statement on Monday night saying, quote, "There are no reported injuries, and at the moment there's no damage to any structures, water systems, or roads. But crews will be monitoring overnight and will make another assessment at daylight." Despite no one at this time getting hurt, people still felt the shaking.
I mean, everything was shaking. Some chips fell off. My coworkers got scared and ran outside. I ran into the bathroom just to hide. I mean, that's what actually made you think, because of the longevity of it and the fact that it was so close.
Everything was shaking, and we were a little nervous, and then our phones were going, It was so short, but it was strong, but it was very short. I've been in a few earthquakes in my time, so, but I'm surprised it was a 4.9 and 5.1. But we were on the second floor, so we definitely like swayed and everything was shaking, and we were like, oh my gosh.
Well, crews across the valley are set to make another assessment of potential damage this morning. Other valley cities also reporting no injuries or damage at this time, though officials did suggest residents use the My Shake app for real-time earthquake warnings. You can get that app on the Apple or Google App Store on your phone. 2 women from outside of the Coachella Valley are behind bars this morning on suspicion of stealing from several Bermuda Dunes pharmacies. The Riverside County Sheriff's Department arrested 24-year-old Devonna Pierce of Paris and 25-year-old Dominique Thornton of El Monte in Los Angeles over the weekend. They accused the pair of stealing up to $18,000 worth of cosmetics and believe the pair to be part of a larger organized theft operation. Officials say the investigation started last Wednesday when around $6,000 worth of merchandise was stolen from a pharmacy off Washington Street. It was quickly determined that the pair was involved in 4 other thefts nearby as well. How the pair was found in Los Angeles was not revealed, though deputies say they were arrested without incident. They are scheduled to appear Wednesday at the Larson Justice Center in Indio to be formally charged on the accusations. The Palm Springs Police Department is updating their department lobby hours. Their main station is open to the public on Civic Drive Monday through Thursday from 7:30 in the morning until 5:30 in the evening. And their brand new downtown substation is open to visitors Tuesday through Thursday from 8 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. During that time, front counter attendants can assist with reports, questions, and general service questions. If you've been looking to clear out hard to dispose of trash, the city of Coachella has you covered. City officials are holding a community cleanup event this weekend at Bagduma Park. It's set for Saturday at 8 in the morning and allows community members to dispose of non-conventional trash like used tires, bulky equipment, electronic waste, and old appliances and furniture. Know that you must remove the rim from old tires before dropping them off. That will run until 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. On Monday and over the weekend, Valley locals gathered to honor the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. Our NBC Palm Springs' Brett Rosen has a story of one event led by local college students. Take a look at this.
What does Martin Luther King Day mean to you? Well, for First Community Baptist Church, it's about inspiring the minds of the next generation by having a symposium. During the panel, there was only tables, chairs, and pens and papers to write on. The title of the event was called My Blueprint, based on Dr. King's speech called What is Your Life's Blueprint?, which was a speech based on values and goals one would have for themselves. And it was 3 college students who were speaking on the panel who all say teaching the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is the most important in wanting to shape the next generation.
It's all about the youth. What is your blueprint? His speech was, what is your blueprint, was actually to the middle school students. So Dr. King was very big on continuing the legacy and encouraging the youth.
Everything that he said in that speech continues to go on in these days, continue. His words have transcended all this time, and so just encouraging us, to stay in school, to be there in community with one another, to believe in one another, and to believe in ourselves.
At the event was not just kids, but seniors as well. In a room filled with different generations of people, the head pastor, Dr. James Baylark, says today was also about bridging the gap between the different age ranges.
Older people don't understand younger people, and younger people don't understand older people. And so when you have a group setting like you had today, you get a chance to offer ideas, get thoughts of how young people think today, and then at the same time you get a chance to listen to the older generation and how they think in the past, and then also how they think in the present time.
I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
We're going to head outside for a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Palm Springs. It's pretty and sparkly out there this morning. A little chilly, Jerry.
Little cool, but it will warm up again above normal for the Coachella Valley. 58 degrees, that's the current temp at Palm Springs. Light winds, 30% relative humidity. Temps will be about a handful of degrees above normal later this afternoon, and we'll see some sunshine to begin the day. 49 degrees right now under clear skies at Yucca Valley, 46, 29 Palms, Desert Hot Springs 64, 52 at Indio, 54 at the city of Coachella, San Gorgonio Pass, low to middle 50s to begin our Tuesday. Winds under 10 miles an hour in the Coachella Valley. We still have that northerly flow into the area, keeping us on the dry side. Nothing on radar over the southwest. That could change as we move into the next couple of days, and I'll explain in the full forecast. But today, still in control. Well, yeah, that upper level high, keeping us in the upper 70s, lower 80s today, beginning with sunshine, ending up with some high clouds late in the day. As far as rainfall chances, we have that Thursday, late Thursday into Friday in parts of Southern California. We'll look at that closer. A couple of computer models to look at as far as rain chances for us in the valley. That's all coming up. Dew points near 30 degrees. Peak temps include 79 degrees at Palm Springs. The average high this time of year there, 71. 78 degrees at Indio under mostly sunny skies this afternoon. 77 in Mecca, 67 Yucca Valley. Comfort Air 3-day forecast. Thicker clouds on Wednesday, a lot of high clouds, and the numbers come down a little bit. 73 for Palm Springs on Wednesday, 72 with clouds on Thursday. Full forecast and a closer look at that chance of rain for the Southland on the way.
All right, Jerry, we'll see you soon. Thanks. Well, the American Express is returning to PGA West and the La Quinta Country Club this week, bringing with it world-class PGA Tour golfers like currently ranked world #1 Scottie Scheffler. He has played almost every year since 2020. Although the competition tees off starting Thursday, the fun started yesterday with the Pro-Am events. Ticket holders got the chance to play with PGA Tour top players. The official competition starts Thursday, and there will be concerts Friday and Saturday by Old Dominion and One Republic playing on the course. Another beloved community event is happening this weekend as well. The 2026 Southwest Arts Festival is returning to the Empire Polo Grounds starting Friday and running through the weekend. From traditional and contemporary art to jewelry and high-quality crafts, over 150 artists from far and wide come to show their work at the annual festival. Tickets start at around $30, but you can save a few bucks by purchasing tickets online beforehand. The link for that is right here on your screen. And if you're in the market for a new career, Augustine Casino in Coachella is holding a multi-department job fair tomorrow. It'll be held at the casino's administration building off Avenue 54 from 9 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday, with the hopes of filling positions across the board from hospitality to public safety. Attendees will have the chance to interview on site, but are encouraged to sign up beforehand on the casino's website. Well, coming up on your morning news, as flu season ramps up again, we take a look at why children are at high risk. We'll have more on that coming up. And later, it's time for Know Before You Go. Chris Gunterson gives us the breakdown of all the road projects you need to know about before you go. Let's head back outside. This is a live look from our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. I hope your Tuesday morning is off to a great start. Thanks for watching this morning. We'll have more news straight ahead. Stay right here.
Watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Well, it's time to take a look at your business headlines this morning. Wall Street is pointed towards a selling off at the open this morning. This comes amid President Trump's calls for the U.S. to take over Greenland, threats of new tariffs against several European countries, and potential retaliation by the EU. Yields on U.S. Treasury bonds are spiking. The dollar is under pressure, and gold hit record highs as investors flock to so-called safe haven assets. U.S. stocks are coming off a losing week. OpenAI is on track to unveil its first device in the second half of this year. A top executive for OpenAI telling Axios magazine that doesn't necessarily mean the product will go on sale. CEO Sam Altman has teased an AI device since buying the company, a former Apple design chief Jony Ive last year. Reports say they're developing prototypes of small wearable devices with no screens that will interact with users. It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. More than half a dozen medical groups are suing to reverse changes made to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's childhood vaccine recommendations. Groups including the American Academy of Pediatrics and the American College of Physicians filed the suit on Monday. It calls the change in vaccine recommendations reckless and dangerous and should be declared unlawful. The Department of Health and Human Services made the changes to the vaccine schedule for children earlier this month. It now recommends that vaccines to prevent hepatitis A and B and meningitis only be given to children at higher risk for infection. The CDC also recommends parents consult with their doctors to decide whether to give their children vaccines against flu, COVID-19, and rotavirus. Well, the latest CDC data shows that flu cases remain elevated across the country, and health experts are bracing for the potential of a second round of the virus, which often happens after the winter holidays. Mandy Gaither talks to a pediatrician about why children are one of the groups at highest risk and how to protect them.
In the U.S., hospitalizations for flu in children younger than age 18 have the highest peak weekly rate in more than 15 years. And in the latest week of data, there were 15 flu-related pediatric deaths for a total of 32 reported child deaths associated with flu this season. The CDC says 90% of those who died were not fully vaccinated against flu.
Children, especially under the age of 2, they're pretty small. And when they're still small, you get something that's just so inflammatory, like influenza. When it gets into your lungs, it causes a lot of inflammation.
Dr. Frank Esper with Cleveland Clinic Children says the best protection against severe disease is for adults and children 6 months and older to get a flu shot.
By protecting yourself against influenza, you're also protecting everybody in your family.
Washing hands and highly touched surfaces can also help prevent the spread. For young children, especially at preschool, Esper recommends an adult using an alcohol-based rub to remove germs.
Alcohol is actually a better way to clean off their hands than to use soap and water.
If a child is sick, Esper says to keep them home, and you can also consider masking.
We masked up during the first rounds of COVID. We saw flu just drop, because everybody was staying away from each other. Everybody was masking when they were out, and flu couldn't get through that.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, if you'd like more information on the stories we're airing this morning, you can go to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. We've got our top stories right there on our homepage and a really great feature. It's our newsroom tab where our stories and community events are organized by date. We're going to head back over to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Jerry?
Yeah, we'll see some sunshine and above normal numbers again today, but changes on the way, including rain for Southern California. As far as the earthquake, yeah, we had a 4.9 just before 6 p.m. last night, and 6.3s as aftershocks, including one 3.7 just after midnight early this morning. Forecast next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch.
Clear skies in our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view. Yesterday, above normal temperatures in the Coachella Valley. Beautiful day, mostly sunny skies. 79 in Palm Springs. Here's the reference number again, 71 degrees. And we're going to be above that again today, but then changes begin to move into Southern California and the Valley. Right now, 49 degrees at Yucca Valley, 51 at Banning, 56 degrees Thousand Palms, Indio at 52 right now. And light winds, a little breezy San Gorgonio Pass, but source winds are very light. And they'll be variable later on today. Radar, yeah, nothing happening over the southwest, but that will change. Give us a couple days and we'll see a disturbance moving in our direction, but still a ridge of high pressure in the upper levels of our troposphere, ensuring that those numbers will be several degrees above normal. The range today, 77 to 81. Again, we should be in the lower 70s. We'll see sunshine to begin the day, some high clouds to end it. But 79 degrees is the forecast high for Palm Springs. A lot of sunshine to go at that number. 79 also at Cathedral City. 80 degrees at Rancho Mirage. 76 Desert Hot Springs. Cabazon 76 today. That high still with us, although it begins to break down because there's a disturbance that will form. It's a closed low that'll be meandering around the southwest as we move into later this week. So the numbers come down to the middle 70s, 73 degrees tomorrow under some high clouds in the Coachella Valley, 73 Indio, 74 degrees at La Quinta. Okay, that closed low. We'll be watching it because it'll be just offshore. This is Thursday. Temps come down even more, lower 70s. Clouds begin to thicken, so mild temps and even some rain late on Thursday, according to the GFS forecast. It begins to move its way just off the shore of San Diego County. And again, a little better shot of rain on Friday for Southern California and the Southwest. According to the NAM forecast, the rain begins to move into Southern California Thursday late morning, but the ensemble forecast says it'll all happen late on Thursday. All the action to the west of us, and not a lot of accumulation, up to 1/10 of an inch, and then the better shot will be Friday, again up to 1/10 of an inch, and nothing for the Coachella Valley, mostly over mountains. Okay, winds, not really an issue over the next several days, and surface moisture does move up a little bit with that system moving through, but relatively dry still for the valley. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, upper 70s, lower 80s today. Sunshine to begin it, high clouds to end it. Tomorrow, extra clouds, Wednesday with a high of 73. We'll see some rain to the west of us late on Thursday, and then Friday, yeah, most of the action mountains into the west of us, nothing for the Coachella Valley, but cooler temps. 69 degrees for Palm Springs Friday, a lot of sunshine Saturday, 71. Hashtag Holiday Calendar and Pop Quiz brought to you by One Coachella Valley, and we're going to see what's going on. Chris Gunderson, he'll be with us. He'll give us the road conditions, but also he'll play along with us too, right?
Hi,
Hey.
good to see you, Chris.
Yeah. Okay, Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. It's National Butter Crunch Day.
Ooh, what's that?
Today we spotlight delicious toffee candy with a rich caramel flavor, often covered with chocolate and sprinkled with nuts like almonds. I guess that's kind of a Brandini thing, right?
I was going to say, a friend of mine, May, brought me some Brandini the other night, and it's the best
It is the best.
You've got me some of that before, too.
We
It's
had
so
some
good.
just before Christmas.
Yeah, it was delicious.
National Coffee Break Day is today, although you may have taken a coffee break or have one scheduled. Take another! It's Coffee Break Day today. Take as many as you
Oh,
want.
look at it. They all got I don't even drink coffee. Do you drink coffee, Jerry?
No, I don't. No.
Well, Rico, that's a big mug of coffee there. You'll be up for a while.
Well, he needs to be early in the morning.
This is
like
true.
We work, you know, getting up at 4 in the morning. Yeah, 3 in the morning. National Disc Jockey Day is today. We're talking about the guys on the radio.
That would be you.
I was once a disc jockey, yeah.
You were
several
like
radio
a
stations.
big disc jockey.
I remember the George Carlin thing. Remember the wino radio thing he used to do? Mm-hmm. This is your boss, DJ, on your boss radio station, playing the boss songs that the boss told me to play. I remember that.
You have such a good voice for that, too.
But disc jockey, that's our key words, I guess, in today's pop quiz. Here's the first of two, multiple choice. Wolfman Jack, you have heard of him,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Was an iconic radio disc jockey famous for his deep, raspy voice and his wild, howling personality while playing rock and roll records during the 60s and 70s. While Wolfman Jack was his on-air radio name, what was his birth name?
Ooh, boy.
A, Arthur Brown, B, Jack Johnson, or C, Robert Smith?
You've got to be kidding. Oh, my
Wolfman
goodness.
Jack. What was his birth
Jack.
name?
Boy, I'm going to say Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it has something to do
Mr.
with that.
Gunderson is going to venture a guess here. He says
Hey, okay.
Control room,
Boy,
you know
I can picture
Wolfman Jack?
Wolfman Jack's face right now.
Got 2 C's and a B in the back.
Ooh.
2 C's and a B in the back. And you know what is the correct answer? Robert Smith.
Smith. No. Where did
Robert
he get
Smith,
Wolfman
Jack.
Jack?
I know. Isn't
From
that
that.
crazy? Yeah.
Robert Smith. I never
Hope you get
knew.
that one right. Okay, second disc jockey question. Play Misty for Me is a 1971 neo-noir psychological thriller film which follows a male jazz radio disc jockey who is pursued by an obsessed female fan. In this motion picture, actress Jessica Walter plays the role of stalker Evelyn Draper, but which actor plays the part of DJ Dave Garver in the movie Play Misty for Me? A, Clint Eastwood. B, Gene Hackman, or C, Jeff Bridges. Back to those guys in the control room.
Oh.
Play Misty for Me. Gotta be.
Boy,
gotta
I
be.
know so many people out there are like, oh, this is obvious, but I'm going to go Clint.
Clint and B. You know who? There's only one person that got it right, and that's you.
What?
Yeah, it's Clint Eastwood.
It's
Yes.
a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I could just see Clint Eastwood playing that role. I don't know why, but
He's a big jazz guy, too.
Was
so,
he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he had a role in putting that movie together. Anyway, hope you got him right. Happy Disc Jockey Day. We'll be back in a bit after this commercial message.
Good one.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back on this Tuesday, January 20th. I'm Mary Strong. Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning. We're going to have your AccuWeather forecast coming up in just a few minutes with Jerry. But first, it's time for Know Before You Go, where we tell you about all the major construction projects going on in the Valley for the week so you can avoid getting caught in traffic and know before you go. Joining us live from the CVC Traffic Management Center once again in Thousand Palms is Program Manager Chris Gunterson. Chris, hi, great to see you this morning.
Good morning. Boy, 0 for 2 on that
right?
hashtag.
Jerry's been really tough on us lately. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully our traffic will be easier on us this week,
right?
I hope.
What are some of the areas we should avoid this week?
It's almost a replay from last week with a few changes. Today we're going to start in Palm Desert. This is the Gerald Ford Drive Improvement Project. They're repaving, they're putting a median in, and building a fire station. So I fixed my map. So last week it said westbound closed. It's actually eastbound lanes that are closed. Westbound is open. It's not too difficult to get through there if you're traveling westbound, but just make sure you slow down. There's a lot of heavy equipment and new traffic patterns out there. If you're trying to get eastbound, you want to go up Cook Street to Gerald Ford over there and, Frank Sinatra, and get over to that neighborhood that way. So now we're going to stay in Palm Desert. We talked a little bit about this last week, and this is the new traffic signal at in Palm Desert at Cook Street and Marketplace. The new traffic signal there opened up a couple weeks ago, and there's a new pattern there. So as you approach that area, just pay attention to it. We have not synchronized it yet, so if you're trying to scoot down the roadway there in synchronization, you may get stopped there because it's not in coordination with the rest of the system there. But pay attention as you approach, slow down, enjoy the new sights. They're getting ready to open up the surf park there. So now we're going to go into Indio. This is the project that's been going on for a few weeks. Just got some details on it. I'm going to be looking for more details in terms of when it's going to stop, but they're paving Monroe from Avenue 48 to Avenue 52. They're basically started on the outside lanes and then they're working to the inside. This should go on for a couple more weeks. We'll keep you posted as to the details of when that will finish up. But avoid that area. You can use Jackson, Madison, or Jefferson as an alternate route. The traffic delays aren't too bad, but again, lots of heavy equipment, so be aware and be attentive as you go through there. And I have a couple of things that are ongoing, and one new thing. We didn't make a map, didn't bring the map up for the Palm Springs, the South Palm Canyon Bridge project. They're still doing the night closures there this week. So if you go into that area for dinner or trying to get around that area, you're going to use Bellardo Road as your detour. Still going on this week. And then a new project starting off in La Quinta on Adams Street, Adams Street paving. They're also going to be doing a lot of stuff up in the Cove. But for Adams Street, they're going to start lowering the utilities next week. I'll get some maps up for this next week. They're going to start lowering the utilities next week, but the actual project paving starts taking place on the 10th. So February 10th through the 13th. And they hope to wrap that up right before the tennis tournament starts. So going to be a lot happening in La Quinta. So there's a few things happening there. But most important, I think, for me, is I don't have to wear this hat because our Firebirds kicked some booty down there in San Diego. So we're going to get rid of that. Everything seems to be in place here after the shaking last night. That was kind of fun.
That was a little
jarring. My wife was telling me that's the biggest earthquake she's been through. So.
Really? Wow.
She's from Nebraska, so they don't get hurt earthquakes. They get the tornadoes.
Right. What did she think? It was a little shocking, right?
Yeah, she was a little on edge, but I was about ready to get off the couch when it stopped. So anyway, it was a lot of, we giggled about it.
That's what happened to me. I was going to get off the couch and I thought, no, it's going to stop. And then it didn't stop. And then I'm like, I better get off the couch.
Yeah, my brother just moved to the desert. So I called him. He called me right away. I said, welcome to the Coachella Valley.
Exactly. Welcome home. Chris, thank you so much. Always good to see you. We look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Have a great week.
You too. Well, after a 10-year hiatus, the Miracle Hill Spa Tour is making its return to the city of Desert Hot Springs. The event offers locals and visitors a chance to soak in the city's famous mineral waters, all while supporting a great cause. Our Alondra Campos joins us live in studio with details on that. Hi, Alondra.
Good morning, Mary. And that's right. The Desert Hot Springs Spa Tour is back, blending relaxation with purpose. The event opens the doors to some of the city's most private spas while also supporting a local charity, with a portion of ticket sales benefiting Greater Palm Springs Animal Allies. Desert Hot Springs has long been known as a haven for healing, home to some of the cleanest natural mineral water. Now, that legacy is front and center with the return of the Desert Hot Springs Miracle Hill Spa Tour, reviving a long-time tradition of welcoming guests into some of the city's most private spas while introducing an expanded lineup of wellness experiences. The tour kicks off at Cabot's Pueblo Museum, where guests will learn more about the city's rich history and then have the opportunity to tour multiple private facilities and participate in educational seminars led by top health and spa experts. Event organizers tell us the use of natural mineral water in Desert Hot Springs dates back to the first days the city was founded by Cabot Yerxa.
Lovely Pueblo. He needed water, so he would take his burro down to the freeway and buy water and then come back. Wow. Ultimately, he thought maybe there's water under here. So he dug a well, and the first one he dug, as lore has it, he hit water that was about 190. This place is unique. We're on top of the biggest hot water aquifer that I've ever heard of, that is the kind that doesn't smell like sulfur. It's heated by the San Andreas Fault. And these wonderful spas pump it out of the ground, and then you get to spend time in it.
Tour is not just about relaxation, it's about turning self-care into community care, with a portion of every ticket supporting the Desert Animal Community Center, the charity selected by the event organizers for this year. Now, the tour kicks off on January 29th, and if you'd like more information, you can visit our website at NBCPalmSprings.com. Coming up in our midday newscast, we'll take you inside one of the participating private spas and how they use the city's natural mineral water for their services. And we'll show you how you can support the Desert Animal Community Center through this event. Live in studio, I'm Alondra Campos. Back to you, Mary.
Alondra, thank you so much. Well, we turn now to Washington, where President Trump is continuing to mount pressure to take over Greenland. The European Union is weighing its options to prevent that from happening. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
President Trump overnight leaving the National Football Championship in Florida and looking ahead to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
It's going to be a very interesting Davos,
where he'll come face to face with many of the European leaders antagonized by his intensifying push to take control of Greenland and tariff threats against 8 countries and close allies standing in his way.
I don't think they're going to push back too much. Look, we have to have it. They have to have this done. They can't protect it.
The president responding to a revelation from Norway's prime minister, who says he reached out about Greenland and that President Trump replied in part, quote, "Considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace." The Norwegian leader pointing out the Nobel Committee selects the prize winners, not Norway's government. President Trump rejecting that.
If anybody thinks that Norway doesn't control the Nobel Prize, they're just kidding.
While adding that he doesn't care about the prize. That as President Trump declined to answer when NBC News asked if he would take Greenland by force. Close Republican allies downplayed that idea.
I don't foresee military intervention in Greenland. It's a small population of people, and I think diplomatic channels is the way to go.
The president maintains the U.S. needs to own Greenland to guard against what he sees as threats from Russia and China to take it over, all amid the growing risk of a fresh trade war with close allies. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Neighborhood patrols and rapid response networks have formed in Minnesota as ICE enforcement operations continue in the state. Community volunteers are taking turns monitoring neighborhoods for federal immigration vehicles and alerting residents in real time. Members are coordinating through encrypted messaging apps, sharing live updates when immigration agents are seen nearby.
On a signal chat with people in my neighborhood here, and we have a voice call on the signal chat, and if any of us see something, we can just unmute ourselves and let people know what we're seeing, you know, where they are, what direction they're heading in. And then there's people all over the neighborhood who are following that signal chat, and if they see a message that ICE is, you know, passing through their block or getting out of their cars on their block or the next block over, they're ready to run out and, you know, videotape, do constitutional observing, blow whistles, let neighbors know that ICE is on the block and it's not safe to come outside.
Volunteers say they are stepping up to protect one another and that their presence is intended to reduce tensions and ensure accountability. This comes as two defense officials tell NBC News that the Pentagon has ordered about 1,500 active duty soldiers to be ready in case of a possible deployment to Minnesota. They say it's 2 infantry battalions of the Army's 11th Airborne Division. The Department of War did not confirm or deny that report. It comes 2 weeks after an ICE agent shot and killed Renee Good in North Minneapolis last Wednesday, leading to more protests with President Trump threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey responded to the potential threat of military deployment.
That would be a shocking step. To those that are paying attention, you got to understand how wild this is right now. In Minneapolis, crime is dramatically down. You know what's causing more chaos? Having these thousands of ICE agents and border control and apparently military even potentially on our streets.
President Trump has gone on record saying that using the Insurrection Act is not off the table in Minneapolis. Well, up next, we follow our NBC Palm Springs reporter Tim O'Brien as he introduces us to another great golf course in the Coachella Valley. But first, we're going to head back outside, take a live look at our Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. What a gorgeous shot this morning. The horizon is pink, traffic is flowing. Doesn't get any better than this. Jerry's going to have your full forecast for you straight ahead.
You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday?
Clear skies at our Agua Caliente Casino Cam view. We're going to see lots of sunshine, especially into the afternoon hours. After that, some high clouds begin to sneak into the area. Yesterday, a lot of sunshine, 79 degrees in Palm Springs. The average high, 71. That's the number to remember when we look at the forecast highs as we head into the weekend. Right now, 64 degrees at Desert Hot Springs, Indio, 52, and mostly clear skies. 56 at the airport, 49. Banning and winds a little breezy. San Gorgonio Pass and light and variable for the rest of us, under 10 miles an hour with those gusts. Nothing on radar over the southwest. That will change. Give us a couple days as we have a disturbance that'll begin to form its way off the coast of central California. But today, still in control. High pressure. We'll keep those numbers above normal. We should be, again, low 70s. Instead, upper 70s, lower 80s. Again, sunshine to begin the day, some high clouds to end it. But 79 degrees, the forecast high for the city of Palm Springs this afternoon under mostly clear skies. Same number for Cathedral City, 78 La Quinta, 80 Rancho Mirage today. Desert Hot Springs, you get 76 under mostly sunny skies. That high begins to break down a little bit because we have a disturbance that'll form off the coast of central California. It'll be a closed low, free from the jet stream, so it's kind of hard to predict exactly where it's going to go. But it'll shove that high to the side as we move into the next couple of days, and the numbers come down. Tomorrow, we'll see clouds, 73 degrees in Palm Springs, 73 also at Indio, 74 La Quinta, 75 Rancho Mirage, and Cathedral City. Now, that low will be offshore of Southern California. That'll be Thursday. The clouds will thicken again, and the numbers come down, and clouds will play a role in that. And even a chance of rain late on Thursday, according to the latest GFS forecast, and to the north of us, we'll see some precipitation. Not a whole heck of a lot, though. Low will be off the coast of San Diego County. Little better shot of rain on Friday with cooler temps for the valley. And the NAM forecast has it all beginning Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. All to the west of us. The ensemble forecast says late on Thursday we could see some showers to the west of us. Nothing for the valley. Hit and miss stuff in the mountains and to the west of us. And again, Friday, which will be the better shot of rain. Again, nothing for the valley. All the action, although light, will stay to the west of us and over higher elevations. Winds, not an issue over the next few days. Surface moisture, we'll see it move up as that system begins to move through the area late Thursday into Friday, but still relatively dry in the Coachella Valley. Okay, to review, comfort air, 70 forecast, upper 70s, lower 80s, sunshine to begin the day, high clouds to end it. 73 degrees on Wednesday with building clouds, and we'll see rain to the west of us late Thursday into Friday, but no rain for the valley.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBC Palm Springs Sports, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Every month, our NBC Palm Springs Tim O'Brien visits golf courses in the valley in search of unique courses designed to challenge enthusiasts. This week, Tim went to Indian Wells Golf Resort to play the 12th hole, par 3, on the newly designed Players Course against Tom Burley, the head golf pro at the resort. Take a look.
This is a special hole because it has no hazards, no bunkers. It's just a straight par 3 right through the trees to a diabolical green, and hitting the green is very important on this one. Hit it straight, land it on the green. It's that simple, right? It could be. Maybe not today. Today the pin placement's pretty tough. We're back there on the right side, big knob back there. I think a good shot here, I'd approach just anything to the left of the flag would be great.
So where we're gonna tee up, what's the distance today?
We're playing about 100 to 148 yard tee.
Okay, and then you're gonna stick it, you said a little left of the flag, what's your?
That would be ideal.
That, okay.
Anything left is gonna leave you an uphill putt.
Okay.
An uphill putt is gonna give you a chance to make a birdie at this hole. If we leave it to the right of the flag or go long at all, it's going to leave a treacherous, speedy putt over a big knob.
All right, so let's tee it up. You're the pro, so you show us how it's done.
Let's do it.
All right. Great shot.
Thank you.
Didn't do what you told me to do, but we're on.
This is a pretty tough two-putt here. I mean, that flag is right on top of the mound. You see her going across the whale back up. This one's going to be a delicate one. I think a good lag here will serve you well.
What would you do? What are you seeing? Right to left?
Yeah, I'm seeing this one's interesting. It does go right to left, even though it looks like it falls off this way. The swale here in the green is going to make it go a little bit to the left. So I think maybe 6 inches out on the right will be okay, but
give it a good little
Yeah, you can see this one's all about speed.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty tough to die one up there. Put a good putt on it. My goodness, Tim. Don't let him in. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Oh,
let's go.
Man.
That's the name of the game, huh?
Oh, how did that not go in?
Golf will get you.
What a birdie you just made.
Appreciate you, man. Look, you can go 100 more holes. You're going to beat me every time. So I'm going to take this one. A little bragging rights. I'm excited.
That was well-deserved.
And I appreciate that.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are back together in a new film streaming now. Rick Demigella has details.
From the outside looking in, it seems simple. Seize the cash, count it, and turn it in.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck re-team for the cop drama, The Rip.
We had a Crime Stopper tip come in on this address.
There's $1.4 million in this bucket. The film pits their characters against each other, something their real-world partnership helped inform.
We've written a bunch of screenplays together, so when we do that a lot through improvisation and acting out the scene. So we've spent thousands of hours of our lives yelling at each other in rooms. So it's nice to do it in front of a movie crew for once.
Given our real relationship, and that then when you fracture that and ask, and present the idea that one of them is lying to the other, I just thought it presented for a really interesting opportunity for drama and a really great story, and also something to play with as an actor.
You just take whatever money you want and walk away before this goes really bad for all of us.
Director Joe Carnahan kept the cast in a single location for a majority of the film's first act.
When I watched the movie for the first time, it really works. The whole thing works, and you have to trust the director and trust where he's putting you, and you watch it and you go, whoa, like you can see it after, and I loved it.
All I know is what we do right now and who we talk to matters.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
It's time to take a live look at our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. We'll be right back with a recap of your weather forecast and your top local headlines. Enjoy the view.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website.
Here's a quick recap of your top local stories. A 4.9 magnitude earthquake hit the Coachella Valley last night. You might have felt it. It happened just before 6 o'clock and was followed by 6 aftershocks throughout the night. It was centered in Indio Hills, about 12 miles northeast of Indio. The city of Indio put out a statement Monday night saying there are no reported injuries at the moment. There's no damage to any structures, water systems, or roads, but crews will be monitoring overnight and will make another assessment at daylight. Other Valley cities also reported no injuries or damage. Officials suggest using the MyShake app for real-time earthquake warnings. You know, luckily mine went off. I mean, you feel the shaking, but then you hear the alarms, so you're like, oh yeah, this is actually really happening.
That's what happened when I was at the restaurant, Bill's Pizza, yesterday when it occurred. All the phones, cell phones.
Really, you heard it going? Yeah.
Mine included.
Yeah, it was great.
So that was interesting. Yes, we had that earthquake. Temperatures are going to be above normal again today, much like yesterday, about 7-8 degrees above the mark, 79 degrees under sunshine for Palm Springs, 78 at Indio. Tomorrow, the clouds begin to thicken as a closed low begins to approach the southwest. 73 on Wednesday. There's a chance of rain late Thursday into Friday. Nothing for the valley. It all stays to the west, but 69 degrees with clouds on Friday.
Thanks for watching this morning. We hope you go out and make it a great Tuesday. We'll see you